Hello, everyone. Welcome back to today's story. In this episode, after hearing that Alex's mother, Mrs. Puang, plans to hold a small trial wedding at home, Tuna's heart trembles between excitement and fear. Hoping to make Tuna feel welcome, Mrs. Puang prepares a cozy dinner filled with laughter, warmth, and family love, even gifting the couple 2 silver rings as a blessing for their future. For the first time, Tuna dares to believe she truly belongs. But outside, hidden in the darkness, Mai watches from her car, her heart burning with envy and secrets. Stay with us until the end to see how Tuna faces the storm that follows this moment of happiness. And don't forget to subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Your support truly means the world to us. The golden glow of sunset drapes softly over the grapefruit orchard, the air thick with the scent of ripening fruit. Tuna rocks baby Henry gently in her arms, his tiny hand clutching her sleeve. For a moment, the world feels peaceful, quiet, still, almost unreal. Then the sound of a car engine breaks through the calm. She looks up. Alex's truck pulls into the yard, dust swirling around the tires. When he steps out, his face glows with excitement. He walks toward her, his eyes warm, his smile so bright it almost makes her forget her worries. "Tuna," he calls, voice brimming with joy. "I talked to Mom yesterday." Her heart skips. "You told her about us?" Alex nods, grinning. "Yes, about everything. She's happy for us, for you and Henry. She wants to see you tonight." Tuna's arms tighten around the baby. "She's happy," she repeats softly, as though the words themselves are fragile. Alex steps closer, brushing a strand of hair from her cheek. "Mom's not the type to judge, Tuna. She just wants me to be happy. She even said she wants to hold a small celebration tonight, a little wedding rehearsal at home." Tuna's eyes widen. "A wedding rehearsal?" He chuckles, taking her hand. "Just pretend. But she said if it feels right, she'll make it real soon." A rush of warmth fills Tuna's chest, then fear. She glances at the orchard stretching behind her, the home she built with her own hands, the quiet life she's fought for. "I don't know, Alex," she whispers. "Your mom comes from a good family. I don't belong there." "You belong with me," he says firmly. "And Mom already sees you as family." Tuna lowers her gaze, the sunset's glow reflecting in her eyes. She wants to believe him. Maybe she should. Maybe after all this time, she deserves to. "Okay," she says at last, her voice small but steady. "Let's go." The two climb into the truck, Henry fast asleep in her arms. As the car rolls down the dirt road, the orchard slowly fades behind them, replaced by the cool breath of dusk. But not far away, behind a cluster of trees, a shadow watches. Mai stands still, her expression unreadable. Beside her, a man, her driver, waits silently, eyes fixed on the same truck disappearing down the road. "They look like a family," he mutters. "Quiet," Mai snaps. Her fingers curl around the strap of her bag, her jaw tight. "Start the car. Follow them." The driver hesitates, but obeys. Gravel crunches beneath the tires as they follow from a distance, the headlights dimmed. Mai's gaze never leaves the faint glow of Alex's taillights. Inside the truck, Alex hums softly, his thumb brushing over Tuna's hand. "Mom's going to love seeing you," he says. Tuna smiles faintly, though her stomach twists with nerves. "I hope so. It's been a long time since I felt welcome anywhere." He glances at her, eyes gentle. "Then this will be your first time." The truck stops before a cream-colored house framed by hibiscus bushes. Warm light spills through the windows, and the smell of roasted pork drifts in the evening air. Alex steps out first, hurrying around to open the door for Tuna. She hesitates for a heartbeat before stepping down, clutching Henry close. Her palms are damp, her heart racing. Before they can even knock, the door opens. Standing there is Mrs. Puang, elegant yet kind, her silver hair tied neatly, her smile bright. "Tuna, my dear. And look at Henry. He's grown so much." Tuna lowers her head, her voice barely above a whisper. "Thank you, Mrs. Puang. I'm happy to see you again." "Oh, none of that formality," Mrs. Puang says with a laugh. "Just call me Mom. You'll have to get used to it soon." Tuna freezes, her lips parting in surprise. Mom." "Yes," the older woman says warmly, reaching out to take Henry. The baby opens his eyes briefly, then smiles, cooing softly. What a sweet boy. He has Alex's eyes. A lump forms in Tuna's throat. She forces a smile, whispering, "Thank you." "Come in, dear," Mrs. Puang says. "Dinner's almost ready." The house smells of ginger, fish sauce, and roasted meat. The kind of scent that feels like home even to someone who's never had one. Tuna glances around the living room, tidy and filled with soft yellow light. Alex nudges her gently. "Go on, help Mom in the kitchen. She'll love that." Tuna hesitates, then follows. In the kitchen, the clatter of pots fills the air. Mrs. Puang moves gracefully between the counter and the stove, chopping herbs with practiced ease. "Alex told me about you," she says without looking up. Tuna's hand stills on the cutting board. "He did?" "Yes," Mrs. Puang says. "About your life, about Henry, and how hard you've worked. You've been through a lot." Tuna lowers her eyes. "I didn't think you'd approve of me. I don't have much. I was raised in an orphanage, and my dear," Mrs. Puang interrupts softly, placing a hand over hers. "Don't think that way. Happiness isn't about background or wealth. It's about love. And I can see how much you love my son." Tears sting Tuna's eyes. "You really mean that?" "I do," Mrs. Puang says, smiling. "And tonight, I want to celebrate it." Later, they gather around the dining table. The dishes glisten under the warm light. Roasted pork, stir-fried greens, steaming rice, and a pot of soup fragrant with lemongrass. The laughter in the room feels easy, real. "Eat more, Tuna," Mrs. Puang insists, piling food into her bowl. "You're too thin. You'll need your strength for the big day." Tuna laughs softly, cheeks flushed. "Yes, Mom." The word feels new on her tongue, but it fits. Like something she'd been meant to say all along. Alex watches them quietly, his heart swelling. His mother's laughter, Tuna's smile, Henry's giggles. This, he thinks, is what happiness sounds like. When the meal ends, Mrs. Puang claps her hands. "Now, don't leave just yet. There's something I've prepared." Tuna tilts her head. "Prepared?" "Yes," Mrs. Puang says, standing. "A little rehearsal. Think of it as your wedding night. Just a trial run, for fun." Tuna's eyes widen. "A wedding? Tonight? Why not?" The older woman laughs. I even made something for you. From a small box on the side table, she lifts out 2 simple silver rings. They're not real gold yet, she teases, but they'll do for now. Tuna's breath catches. Her hands tremble as Alex takes one ring, sliding it gently onto her finger. The room erupts in laughter and applause as Henry claps his tiny hands. For a moment, everything feels perfect. The light, the warmth, the sound of belonging. But outside, under the thick shadow of a banyan tree, a car waits. Inside, Mai sits motionless, her gaze fixed on the window where the laughter spills out. Her face is calm, but her eyes are cold. Inside the house, Mrs. Puang clears the dishes, humming softly. The warm scent of soup still lingers, mixed with the faint sweetness of grapefruit blossoms drifting through the open window. Mom, Alex says, following her into the kitchen. Thank you for tonight. It meant a lot to Tuna, and to me. Mrs. Puang smiles, drying her hands. You're my son. Seeing you happy is all I want. She glances at Tuna, who's cradling Henry near the table, whispering softly to the child. And she's a good woman. I can see it in her eyes. Alex's expression softens. She is. She's been through more than most people can imagine. Mrs. Puang nods, her gaze thoughtful. I know. Life hasn't been kind to her, but she's strong. That's what makes her perfect for you. Tuna looks up when they return to the dining room, her eyes warm but cautious. Your mom's very kind, she says, voice trembling. I didn't expect to be welcomed like this. She doesn't just welcome you, Alex says gently. She already sees you as part of the family. Tuna's lips curve into a shy smile. I never thought I'd hear that word, family, and feel like I belonged. Mrs. Puang walks over, taking her hand. Then let tonight be your new beginning. You're not alone anymore. The moment hangs still, tender and full of quiet emotion. Henry gurgles, breaking the silence, his laughter filling the air like a tiny bell. Everyone laughs with him. For that brief time, the house feels wrapped in peace. But outside, peace doesn't exist. From the darkened car, Mai watches every move, her expression unreadable. She fits in too easily, she murmurs, almost to herself. The driver shifts uncomfortably. Ma'am, why are we following them? You said this wasn't personal. Mai's eyes flash in the rearview mirror. It's not personal, she says flatly. It's necessary. He doesn't dare ask more. Back inside, Mrs. Puang begins arranging a small tray with teacups and a kettle. Let's drink to the future, she declares. A toast for love and for family. Tuna helps pour tea, her movements graceful but unsure. The simple clinking of porcelain cups feels almost ceremonial. To happiness, Mrs. Puang says. To new beginnings, Alex adds, smiling at Tuna. She raises her cup, her fingers trembling slightly. To home, she whispers. The three clink their cups together. The tea is warm, fragrant with jasmine. For the first time, Tuna feels the word home settle inside her like sunlight in her chest. Later, when Henry falls asleep in her arms, Alex walks her outside for some fresh air. The night is cool, the sky scattered with faint stars. Did you ever think, he says quietly, we'd get here? You, me, and Henry, all under one roof? Tuna smiles faintly, her gaze on the horizon. I used to think happiness wasn't meant for me, but tonight, It feels real. Alex takes her free hand, his fingers lacing through hers. It is real, and it's just the beginning. Behind the garden wall, unseen, Mai leans closer, listening. Her jaw tightens at Alex's words. When Tuna steps back inside, Alex's phone buzzes on the table. He glances down, frowning when he sees an unfamiliar number flashing across the screen. He picks it up. Hello? A pause. Then a voice. Sharp, low, controlled. Alex, it's Mai. His heart skips. Mai? What's going on? Why are you calling me? I think we should talk, she says. Now. About what? About your little family fantasy, she replies, her tone almost mocking. You need to know the truth before it's too late. Alex's grip tightens on the phone. What are you talking about? Meet me outside, she says. Alone. Before he can respond, the line clicks dead. Alex's chest tightens with unease. He glances toward the window, where the faint outline of a car is visible under the trees. Mai's car. Is something wrong? Tuna asks softly, stepping closer. He forces a smile. No, just a work thing. I'll be right back. She nods, but her eyes linger on him as he steps out into the dark. Outside, the night feels heavier. Mai stands by her car, arms crossed, her expression sharp. What do you want, Mai? Alex asks, his voice low but firm. She studies him for a moment before speaking. You really think she's who you believe she is? What's that supposed to mean? I'm saying Tuna isn't telling you everything. Mai replies. You think she's innocent, but there's something she's hiding. Something that could destroy you. Alex frowns, frustration building. You've been following us? Watching my house? This is crossing a line, Mai. I'm trying to protect you, she says, her tone tightening. There's a reason I came back. You need to look into her past before you drag her into your mother's life. Alex steps closer, anger flaring. Tuna's past is none of your business. Whatever this is, stop it. Leave her alone. Mai's lips curve into a faint, bitter smile. You'll regret saying that. She turns back toward the car, but before getting in, she looks over her shoulder. Ask her who Henry's father really is. The words hit Alex like a blow. His pulse quickens, his thoughts spinning. But before he can demand more, Mai's car speeds off into the night, tires screeching against gravel. Inside the house, Tuna senses the shift. The warmth that filled the evening now feels fragile, like a candle in the wind. She sits by the window, holding Henry close, watching Alex's shadow standing motionless under the trees. When he finally walks back inside, his face is pale, his eyes distant. Are you okay? She asks, concern flooding her voice. He hesitates, forcing a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. Yeah, just a strange phone call. Mrs. Puang, sensing tension, steps in gently. It's late, Alex. Let's not worry about work tonight. You both should stay over. Tuna opens her mouth to protest, but Mrs. Puang insists. You're family now. No one's leaving my house at night. So they stay. Hours later, the house falls silent. Moonlight pours through the curtains, casting soft silver across the floor. Tuna lies beside Henry, listening to his quiet breathing. She glances toward the window, where Alex stands staring out, lost in thought. What's wrong? She whispers. He doesn't answer immediately, Finally, he says, "If I asked you something serious, would you tell me the truth?" Her heart skips. Of course. He turns to face her. "Who is Henry's father?" The question slices through the quiet. For a moment, Tuna forgets to breathe. "What?" she whispers, her voice trembling. "Just answer me," Alex says softly, though his tone carries weight. "I trust you, but I need to hear it from you." Tears well in her eyes. "You think I'd lie to you? That I'd build all this on a lie?" "I don't know what to think," he admits. "Someone told me to ask. Someone who seems to know more than I do." Tuna's lips part, but no words come. Finally, she says quietly, "Henry is my son. Mine, that's all that matters." Alex studies her face, torn between love and doubt. The air between them thickens with silence.